Welcome, model railroaders, to a Fighting Irish great layout we have here today for you. So with that, as we enter the man cave, and come on over, there's Joe Theismann's jersey era. Parseghian was his coach, defensive lineman for Joe Theismann. I'm here with Peter. Peter, how are you today?
Real good, real good.
It is really a treat to have you, and I just want to show people you are on a statue here at Notre Dame. There's the coach being lifted up, and you are right there, number 68.
Yes.
And on this bronze statue, well, that's you right there. So first of all, a great model layout we're going to see, and we have Dave, who was the person who helped build it. We're going to have an interview with you guys about middle of this video. How did you get into model trains?
It actually started when I was about 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
And my father got a simple circle to go right around the base of the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And he and I kind of just put it together, and I helped him, and that was my first experience with trains.
Yeah.
And from there, I just it was always something that I related to doing with my dad. I mean, he was not a big sports guy.
Yeah.
But
But that was your moment with Dad,
Yeah.
and it stuck.
That, and he taught me how to drive a car when I was 10.
Well, may I show a little bit of where we're going before we
Sure.
get there? Let me show you, as I step up into this room, a little Notre Dame history. So here's Peter's uniform that was handed to him on the field. We have some great collection of full jerseys from the bottom to the top. Some fantastic helmets. And I love how they give you number 68 too. The Irish legends.
Now see, this one, Lou,
Yeah.
if you look at it, it's pinstripes. This is when we played the bowl game at Yankee Stadium.
Is that right?
That's why you see the little pinstripes on the helmet.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, and of course the one you just saw there was for, we played Army in San Antonio. So there's a theme to every this is what they call the Shamrock Series.
Yes.
And there's a theme to every one of them.
Just amazing. So let me just give you a quick overall of this room. Now, we have a whole bunch of records here. Why is that? Come on with me.
Yeah, those are the ones that I was awarded from Chicago.
And why was Chicago giving you awards?
Well, basically because I manage them.
You're the manager of the rock group Chicago. Now that's interesting. I came to Indiana from, I just went through Chicago, and you can see all, well, I don't need to tell you about Chicago if you enjoy music. So this is just fantastic. Let's go right to the coup de grace. Let's go to the trains. So we focus on this sign right here. Welcome to Peter's train room, and get ready for Oz. So I'm taking a moment in the middle of the layout, and we're going to go back to that, but I wanted to take a moment with Peter and introduce Dave. So, Peter, tell me, Dave, your last name?
Cardiff.
And I'm going to put in the description of this video, if you want a layout built, HO is probably your specialty. Would that be fair?
We work in all scales, but primarily the business leans in O scale, 3-rail, and HO scale.
So, Peter, how did you find Dave?
Basically, it was through a attorney in Chicago, and what happened, he was up in age, and he wanted to disassemble his set. And when I asked him who built it, he was the one that told me Dave and his father built it for him and gave me their information, and that's how I reached him.
Got it. And then, Dave, how long have you been building model railroad layouts with your father?
Well, in the mid-'70s, we used to take the family station wagon. I have a twin brother named Gary. And we would load 4x8 tables and deliver them at Christmas. And dressed up as elves because we were twins. And that's how this thing started.
What a great story. I'm going to go back to the layout. And if you want a layout built by Dave, you can look in the description and see that. Guys, thanks so much. that is an amazing lifetime achievement of trains, as well as a great house with all the Notre Dame and Chicago memorabilia. Dave, amazing work on the layout. Dave, any final thoughts on this layout?
You know what made this such a great project was Peter saying go. He threw the supplies at me, and he had some specific things, and we just went, and it turned out to be a great project.
And Peter, what did you think of the final product? Because you had the vision and then you watched Dave do his magic.
Well, you know, kind of the same way I look at a great show by Chicago. I could help set it up, but I couldn't play a note, and it was kind of the same thing here. I kind of had the vision, but I'm kind of backwards when it comes to anything with technology, but I kind of conveyed what I thought I'd like, and Dave actually expanded on it and did it even better.
Thank you for letting me into your home. I'm curious to see what the Globe thinks of your great model layout. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Lou.
Thanks, Lou.